My primary thing that I want to do is be able to show up for the community I represent. And I live in a space where, should I say the wrong thing? Should I do the wrong thing? Should I behave the wrong way? Should I speak up in the wrong way? There are systems in place to prevent me from being of service in the best way for my constituents. And that isn't fair when you feel like you're doing the right thing.
When she joined the Virginia House of Delegates 3 years ago, Democratic lawmaker Jackie Glass noticed something familiar.
Mr. Speaker, do you remember when you were in the Navy and they had us do those safety briefs before we went on liberty?
The safety brief she received after joining the legislature felt strangely similar to one she did with only women when she was in the military.
I was told who not to go drink with, who not to be alone with, and who to just watch out for. I don't think you got that brief.
Her comments reflect a pervasive culture of sexual misconduct in statehouses across the country. The Me Too movement hit critical mass 8 years ago.
You feeling powerful today?
Allegations of harassment and misconduct came to light, toppling politicians, celebrities, and others in positions of power.
There are 2 members of Congress, Republican and Democrat, right now, who have engaged in sexual harassment.
Nearly half of state legislatures have updated their sexual harassment policies over the last 5 years. And the number of female state lawmakers has reached new heights. But despite the gains, allegations have continued to surface against both Democratic and Republican lawmakers. The Associated Press found that since 2017, at least 147 state lawmakers and a dozen state executive officials have been accused of sexual harassment or misconduct. Most of the allegations were reported in the first 2 years of the Me Too movement, but more have emerged every year since.
The experience I had involved another member of the legislature who just frequently was very, very close, was touching me in ways that made me very uncomfortable. And it went on for a good number of years. It was happening, in an office. It was happening in the hallway. It was happening in committee meetings. It was happening on the Senate floor.
Advocates also point to staff members who work in state government as being particularly vulnerable.
They have far less security than the elected women officials, right? They are often working for an elected official. That person is not really held accountable. There's not really an HR department in the same way. And so where do they go when they have a complaint? As more women are in these institutions, as they are in positions of leadership, the atmosphere will change. It will be less and less of an old boys club. I do think things are better than they were. I do think the Me Too movement had an impact, but that momentum has to stay because it doesn't just get fixed in a couple of years.